Hello everybody, YSGuru here from Japan Gaming. Today we're going to go through and check out Zero. Now, it's pretty interesting. This game, the European release was called Project Zero, which is a little kind of a strange title. I think it sounds like Manhattan Project or something. I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean. And then of course most people know this game in America as Fatal Frame, which isn't a bad title, to be honest, but once again it takes away from the meaning of the sort of original Japanese essence of what it was supposed to be. So in Japan this is called Zero, and you may wonder why it's called Zero. The kanji there in the middle of the screen is the actual kanji rei, or zero, and what it means is, you can think of like Godzilla -1. Zero is sort of the, nothingness. It sort of means emptiness or nothingness or non-existent, not being there. And of course the title Zero refers to the, ghosts, because this is a game with lots of ghosts. And the ghosts are, considered zero, as in, non-existent entities. They're not there, and so they are zero. So that's kind of what the title of the game means for Zero. Now, interestingly enough, Ayanami Rei from Neon Genesis Evangelion, super famous character. Her name is Rei, and her name, Rei, also uses this kanji, the kanji for zero. And she is also the pilot of Unit Zero. And it also has a deep meaning there, where Rei is soulless. She is empty, and she is kind of soulless since she is a clone, has no emotions, etc., etc. And so her name is Zero. So there's a lot of interesting depth to the word and to the title. But we're going to go through the Japanese version, of course, called Zero. In this game, I think the splash screen looks a lot better than the American one, which for some reason says based on a true story. That is incorrect. Maybe that was just to try to sell stuff, but this is not based on any kind of true story. It is based on Japanese folklore and Japanese legend, urban legends. Similar to when I did Kuon a while back, it is based on some folklore legends, but it is not based on any kind of true story. But anyway, with that being said, let's get into it. And as we play this, I'm going to show you a lot of the differences between the Japanese and the American release. One of the huge differences that I'll briefly mention here is the main character has been completely changed in other country releases compared to the Japanese release. And in the Japanese version, she is, a high school girl, probably around 17 or 18 years old. And she wears the school uniform, of course, traditional Japanese style. And once again, that is to give her and you, the player, a feeling of, helplessness and weakness, as she's just a, young girl. And it's supposed to kind of increase the fear, in the game, because you feel weak and helpless as this young, sort of innocent, high school girl. And that's that's the impression you're supposed to get. However, the American version changed it because they thought, like, oh, a young high school girl, that's unacceptable. And so we're just going to have it as an adult. So the American version has a different face, a different outfit, and apparently it's a young woman. That looks very different. Looks a little bit more foreign style. But yeah, the original Japanese character was a high school student. And it's a pretty big difference, and I wanted to point that out like right at the beginning. And of course, for this playthrough, we'll be seeing the high school girl Miku as our main character. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on with it.
いつの頃からだったろう。私たち兄弟がありえないものを見るようになったのは。
So at some point, she's saying, her and her brother, at some point they were able to see things, as in see ghosts, I guess.
人には見えないものを見る私が心を開けるのは兄だけでした。母が死んでからは私のたった一人の家族。
これが氷室で。
Zero. That's a pretty ominous opening.
兄はある人の行方を追っていました。有名な作家であり、兄の恩人でもある高峰淳生さん。高峰さんは取材旅行中に姿を消してしまったのです。兄から高峰さんの足取りがつかめたという連絡があったとき、なぜだか兄が遠くに行ってしまうような気がして。
That was a cool fade in. All right, here we go. Now, the reason it's kind of in black and white, as everybody knows, it's, because this is something that happened in the past, this short prologue, where Miku's brother has gone in searching for his sensei. Apparently somebody he owes some to, as he's been, I guess his friend, companion, I guess. Maybe he's worked with the reporters that came in before. But yeah, there was a group of adults that came in here. It reminds me of Corpse Party. Something there? No? The camera thing is glowing. But yeah, in Corpse Party, the adults went in first to kind of solve the mystery and the rumors, and they all disappeared. And now the kids are coming in looking for the adults. First was the brother, who apparently didn't tell his sister that he was doing this. Oh. Hold on, there's something there. So yeah, this game, I've read has some really good atmosphere. And so it reminds me a lot of Kuon. Something there. Oh. In my, I did a recent playthrough of Kuon, and, it's got the old style Japanese, manor or estate, which this game also takes place in. And it was also based on, Japanese folklore and Japanese legends. And this game is the same. So there's a lot of similarities between Zero and Kuon. And for some reason I'm stuck on something here. You have to forgive me, I'm trying to get used to the controls. It's gonna be one of those things to struggle with, right? At the beginning of a new game, controls. Once again, it's kind of the odd control scheme, like Biohazard. Okay, so square button is the menus, and a triangle button is the camera, and the circle button is taking pictures. I always find it annoying they switch the controls around for like the American release. I don't know why they do that. Like in Japan, the circle button is always the confirm button. It's always been that way. And so the circle button is for taking pictures, but it's like a different button in the English version. And the triangle button is the camera, the square button is the menus, and the X button is, as always, cancel. So circle is always confirm and X means cancel in Japanese. That's just sort of the way it's implied that the X character means, to cancel. But yeah, I don't need to save, really. That was a save point. Oh, what the heck? I like the number of pictures is sort of counting down, letting you know when you're out of film. Why does there always have to be a creepy mirror? So yeah, as I play through this, I'm probably going to miss a lot of the ghost sightings. Everybody's probably going to be yelling at me, "Oh, you missed a ghost, you missed a ghost, you missed a photo opportunity." But, I'll try to get as many as I can, but I've never played this before, so expect me to be missing a lot of those. Oh, like that. At least the camera was already angled at him automatically, so something in here too. But yeah, I'll be missing a lot of the ghost sightings, I'm sure. I don't expect to get them all because they're gonna pop up when I'm unaware. Yeah, this game just has the sort of ambient background music and a really dark, theme with the light. So yeah, it has a lot of similarities with Kuon. I know I mentioned that already, but well, I thought that looked cool, so I thought I would take a picture of it. I don't know, do you get points like if you take pictures of unique things? I don't know. Maybe a picture of the clock will be useful later, right? What's this? Locked door, as always.
このノートは先生の
Sensei, huh? Sensei's notebook.
資料が残ってるんですかなり荒れ果てて
Whoa, well. He's able to, see things from the past by touching objects.
神根先生やはりここに来ていたのか
And of course, something bad has happened to all the adults. I like this kid's bravery. Yeah, instead of running away like we should, let's just raise up the camera. So here we go, fighting with the camera. Our only weapon in the entire game. Shutter chance. Naruhodo ne? Okay. Let's try this. I don't quite know what I'm doing. Oh! I guess if he gets too close, then he gets ya? I don't know. So apparently the camera can seal spirits.
この機械に霊を封印する力があると知ったのは、ある事件がきっかけだった。
Okay, it's pretty interesting. This game's really unique in the way it does its, sort of battle system by using the camera. What the? How was I supposed to take a picture of that? Well, there's a missed opportunity. There's probably going to be a lot more missed opportunities. Anything down there? I'll take a picture anyway. I don't know if the film actually carries over, to when we actually start the game with Miku's story. So I'm not sure if I should be wasting my photos or like if taking pictures of stuff is any value. So here's the photographs I've taken so far, huh? Nashi? Nashi? What do you mean, Nashi? I thought that was a good picture of the clock. I don't know if that's a good picture or a bad picture, because it's creepy. Oh, hey, there's a map in this game, too. I didn't know that. Well, that'll be helpful. All I see is a bunch of red locked doors. I like the clock there. It's got the kanji symbols on it. Yeah, I am curious about all the differences, between Fatal Frame and Zero. So if you guys, see some differences as I'm playing through this, let me know in the comments. Write them down like, oh, by the way, that's different in the in Fatal Frame compared to Zero. Because I'm sure there are differences that I'm unaware of. I did a little bit of research, of course, before playing this, and so I have a little idea of some of the differences. Like I mentioned, the main character as a complete transformation. But as always, playing it the way it was intended to be played, I think is always the way to go. I heard a door. Or was that the one I just came through? Shall we take a selfie? For posterity? Why are there ropes hanging from the... Uh-oh. This guy's got guts. So it's been 2 weeks since she's heard from her brother. And the last clue of his whereabouts have led her here. Alright, here's our main character in this game. They must have changed all these chapter images too. There's always something behind, standing behind you. See, is the same thing over here? Okay, so now the game is in color because we are modern. It's not a backflash or anything. So I guess I don't even have the camera. So I can't take any pictures. So hopefully no ghosts will pop out. Okay, he went away. I was gonna say, am I gonna have to fight something already? A bloodied note. A lot of the documents and stuff I'm gonna just, kind of skip through, as I often do, to speed up the film. I don't want to have the text on there, and I read Japanese pretty slow sometimes. I'm not a super fast reader, of course, being a native English speaker, so I usually read them later when I'm not recording. I'll just read the documents later. Same as when I did Kuon, the Kuon walkthrough. I'll just read them later. I'm sure most of you watching this already know what they say anyway. What is with those ropes? And that is where the brother disappeared. Called out his sister's name. I knew it. That mirror is gonna show stuff, isn't it? Alright, we have the camera. And that was the notebook that he dropped as well, I think, from his sensei. September 24, huh? What the? Okay, it does look like I have the same film that the brother had. So maybe I shouldn't have wasted all my photos. But yeah, I definitely think it's better playing as this character, the young high school student, Miku, because, yeah, I don't know, it definitely gives you that feeling of helplessness and weakness, which is what the player is supposed to feel. Whereas in the, American version, you've got this like 21-year-old, young adult woman instead. Is that like, it looks like part of her skirt is see-through. And yeah, of course the schoolgirl sailor uniform, sailor fuku, gives it more of a, whoa, what the? Keep getting interrupted by ghosts. It gives it, oh, there, I got him. It gives you the feeling of this is a Japanese game and, more traditional Japanese. Than the other character, which is kind of wearing a more Western style outfit, I guess. But yeah, I feel like Japanese games, Japanese culture should not be removed from the game. That is a cardinal censorship mistake, in my opinion, as I often say in my videos. Honestly, I don't think anything should ever be changed. The title Zero, has very deep significance. That thing isn't up there anymore, huh? I mean, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of the, the title change? Fatal Frame is honestly not a bad name. Project Zero, I think, is kind of stupid. But, yeah, as always, I prefer Zero just because of the sort of deep philosophical meaning of the term. The ghosts being zero. Not on our plane of existence. What happened to the music? Something bad gonna happen to me? Oh. Oh, come on. I feel like some of these... Took another picture of nothingness. I feel like some of these photo opportunities are way too quick. They don't give you enough time. It's like you pretty much have to know that it's going to happen. So I'm definitely going to be missing a lot of these. Still locked. What was that weird noise? I heard some chanting like noise or something. See, I mean, how was I supposed to take a picture of that? It was just so quick. I'm not even sure what taking pictures of the, sort of ghosts even does, really. Like, does it give you points? I know you can power up your camera when it absorbs the ghost spirits. You can make your camera stronger, but I mean, does taking pictures of those ghost sightings actually do anything? Like, does that give you points too, or what? Alright, let's take a selfie in our cute little skirt. Sorry, I've been wandering around a bit, and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go, actually. Everything's blocked off. Everything's locked, and I haven't been able to find a key, so I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be going here. I mean, there was the guy... Oh, what the... Don't come here, man. Stay away. You? Oh, the camera. Okay, so tutorial, she's teaching me. Taking pictures of certain objects shows the truth. And there's something... Okay, yeah, it's glowing, so there's something here. Okay, there's a door. Yeah, I didn't think that the guy walking into the wall actually meant anything. I just thought I needed to take a picture of him, but apparently he was hinting that there was a door there. Interesting. The key is gone. Where is it? Apparently these are some of the memories of the three adult reporters or whatever that came in. The sensei. Man, this house is old. All these wooden floors. Alright, there's a note. Oh, hey, it's the chart of Chinese numbers. You can see Rei there, 0. It's the kanji from the opening scene as well. Yeah, so these are all the Chinese kanji characters for numbers. Typically, Japanese don't use this. That's why this note is actually here, to give the player a hint, since Japanese characters, a Japanese person playing this game would know immediately. But those are the Chinese, more ancient kanji that the Chinese use for numbers. Japanese usually don't use those. Only in very special situations, or like the numbers 1 through 3 are often used like in official documents and stuff. Kind of like her little hair ornament. Is that hair ornament in Fatal Frame, or is it removed because the character is different in Fatal Frame? I'm just wondering if the hair ornament there is the same or different in the American release. さまような男. So he's heading toward the back room. Am I supposed to follow? Man, look at this old tatami. As much as I love tatami, it's sad to see, you know, really, really old, ruined tatami mats that need to be replaced. Come on, Miku, why are you walking on the tatami with your shoes? What is with the weird noises? Oh, come on. Seriously? How was I supposed to take a picture of that? We get to see what happened to the first of the adults. Why is that door opening behind me? Alright, we got the tape recorder. And the white tape. It's like I feel some of the photo opportunities are just way too quick. Yes, hiding in the futon closet is definitely the safest thing to do. So that recorder was recording some noises, apparently. Something on the floor. Some pretty kimonos. Pretty old kimonos, that is. Oh, what the? Come on, how am I supposed to take a photo of that? Yeah, a lot of these you definitely have to know in advance when it's coming to take a picture of some of these things. There's something there, but I'm having trouble picking stuff up off the ground. Okay. It's like if you're standing directly on top of it, it doesn't work. Oh, hey, it's the biohazard box that I can use to store stuff in, right? No? Sorry, that's just what that looks like. Oh. The thing is glowing. Something here? There's something there. It's kind of cool the way they did the distortion. You know, this is PlayStation 2, but they did some really cool effects in this game with the ghosts. Okay, there it's glowing. Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, is it like doing anything by me taking the pictures? It looks like a door. I guess it's not. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay, now I got some power up, some soul sucked into the camera so that I can power it up. But yeah, definitely having Miku, as the young, 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old high school girl definitely gives you this sense of weakness, being such an innocent young person. It increases the fear, so I definitely think changing it was a big mistake, but maybe it was necessary or something for the import, for some kind of laws. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this first part of Zero, or Fatal Frame. And I hope you'll join me in the next one as we continue this very interesting horror game, the Japanese version. See you next time.